Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are working on getting caught up. I'm not going to be anywhere close, but I got to start trying somewhere, right? So we just did Itsy Imaginary Friend. We are now back with StayC and GPT. Now, I have heard the chorus to this so many times because I've seen the TikTok dance challenges all over the place. Also, my buddy who came down for the Dreamcatcher concert, he's coming back for Kiss of Life this week, which is going to be a fantastic show. But this is his favorite group, so he and I have talked at least a little about this song. But I have deliberately not watched the video so that I could save it for you guys. Now, in full disclosure, I have heard the whole song, although I don't remember it at this point, other than the chorus, because I saw StayC perform this when I was in Seoul a few weeks ago. So I will be interested primarily in how the video is and the lyrics, which, in fairness, is kind of what I do here anyway. But yeah, I wanted to be upfront so you guys know that I do know at least part of this song. With that being said, let's go check out StayC with GPT. Also, GPT, I'm curious, because the only thing I can think of that GPT might mean is, what is it, generated predictive transformer or something like that. Basically, it's AI. Like, you've heard of Chat GPT, maybe. So I'm wondering if the song has anything to do with AI or if it isn't related at all. Let's go find out. With a very dreamy opening. Hey, there's my girl. Show me more J. Love their vocals. Oh, that's literally just dots. Why is Jay so pretty? Aw, Isa looking adorable. Sorry, that's Isa with a bob. Aww. Oh, rip the key off. I'm assuming that's a key. Ooh, throwing it like a javelin. Well, it had rotation on it, never mind. Those angelic vocals, though. Yeah, it is supposed to be a key. Okay. So the only words I had known even after listening to that chorus multiple times were "Baby, I love you," and I didn't realize it was saying ... but I knew that part. Okay. Definitely the AI was a factor here, but not in the sense of it being specifically about AI, but about comparing someone to basically being an AI. The message I'm getting from this song is that the girls have a crush on someone, or they're in love with someone, whatever you want to call it, but that person is not as responsive. They they have all these times when they're confessing their feelings, and they just want this other person to respond like "I love you too," but they just keep waiting and waiting, and that person doesn't actually say anything. It's like, it's not necessarily unrequited love. Could be, but it's that they're talking to someone who doesn't share the same amount of interest, at least in terms of communication. Um, yeah, I enjoyed this song. It's not my favorite from them, but there's definitely, I love the parts where their vocals go into like those higher ranges. Um, because with the whimsical type of musicality to it, it makes it sound angelic to me. Um, but yeah, let's go back and check this out. We'll go into the lyrics a bit more, and the video will have quite a few things to talk about as well. So, all right, so right here, we've got Love Key, which if I had seen that initially, I'd know that that's what those keys that they're wearing are. It's the key to their heart. Oh. The GPT lab. All right. So it's like it's like an AI lab here. We're getting one of those like old sitcom type of music intros, like I Dream of Jeannie, that kind of feeling, and then it speeds up. Alright, so there's her love key, and this story starts with them like falling for the person, like I want to know who you are, like thinking about you and what we could be, and like fantasizing is keeping me up all night. But then like worried we'll get awkward, so maybe they're friends, or maybe she just doesn't want to feel awkward by confessing at first. Thinking of pretending not to, there's an issue, like, so pretending that I don't care would be worse. I can't hide it, why should I miss you? Okay, so this right here, the scene, all of their love keys are needed to open this portal, it looks like. But this line feels like I'm the only one who needs you every time. So, like, they reach out, we've moved, in the same verse, we've already moved past the, like, crush stage. Now, this person, they are the ones who, like, always call, always text, always want that person around. And this person, seemingly, at least from right here where we are in the song, ignoring what we know later, from right here, it's like they aren't ever reaching out to the girls. Alright, hold up. I caught that there were profiles up here of all the girls, but I did not catch that there was like a diagnosis. What does this say? Diagnosis: tried to help her unrequited love. There you go. during difficult times, but he didn't support her when she was in need. Now, are they all the same? Oh, no. Okay, so Cian experienced unrequited love and confusion due to ambiguous behavior from the romantic interest, leading to an expression of feelings that resulted in rejection. Aww. It's okay, Cian. You'll never get rejected again. I have a friend who he'll wipe you up. Let's see.
You and I.
No, we're not skipping past anyone's diagnosis. Yoon, you get your fair shot too. Experienced unrequited love for someone only to discover that he is interested in another person. Yep, been there before. Seon, due to shy personality, failed to express her feelings to the person she has a crush on. So hers wasn't unrequited love. Hers was she couldn't work up the courage to confess. Definitely been there before. Isa expressed affection for someone but experienced emotional distress. Protect Isa's heart. Also her stomach, because she's allergic to like everything in existence. I don't know how this girl finds enough nourishment to stay alive. Jay, waiting for her unrequited love who has never looked back at her. Oh, well, it must not be me, because I've never not looked back at her. Alright, now let's go back with the subtitles and see if we've missed anything. Not really. Alright. So, like, they want this person to express how they feel. They're tired of waiting. And then click, click. I assume that's, like, sending the message. Oh, I did catch this the first time, but it's super quick. It literally says unrequited. Well, it does say unrequited right there if you can catch it in time. Okay, good enough. Whatever. So now she's basically given this person the nickname GPT. I thought it was like, I'm calling you GPT. Like, I need your assistance, like, from the AI once I listened through the first time. But no, she's literally saying, like, I'm calling you GPT. Answer me, GPT. Like, you AI who never actually reaches out to me, you only, like, respond to me when I say something. Definitely a one-sided deal here. Yeah, don't you wonder about me? And this scene right here is symbolic because have you ever been on a date, or, and this is especially to guys, but girls can be in this position too. Have you ever been in a position where you've been on a date, or maybe you're trying to get to know someone that you might want to ask out, and so you're really interested in getting to know them, and so you're asking them questions, and they might answer, but it's really short responses. They don't really ask you anything in return. For example, like, oh, hey, like, what do you do for a living? And they might answer, and then that's it. They don't say, like, oh, what about you? Or you're like, hey, what's your favorite color? They're like, pink. And you're just waiting. Like, it feels like you're interviewing someone or you're dragging them along. That's exactly what this scene is. It's like they've had to tie the guy up and force the guy to come with them. Yeah, stop pretending you don't know what I want here. Like, I want you to tell me you love me. Making the heart with the choreo. Super cute. I want you to say, baby, I love you. And then the ... is what we usually see either when someone's texting, like, depending on your messenger interface, you'll either see the ... as someone's typing, or you'll get the ... as the message when someone is like they want you to know that they've seen the message, but that they don't have a response. They'll just say like dot 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 send. Like it's like symbolic of silence for my older crowd. So they're basically saying like, stop pretending that you don't know what I want. I want you to tell me that you have feelings for me too. And they're like, yeah, you can want in one hand, and you know, I'm not gonna finish that. That's a phrase my dad used to use, but point is, we're not gonna give you what you want. I can't make this hand heart. My fingers aren't long enough. I've tried. Like, it doesn't come out right. Now he's like walking away, and they're like, no, get your ass back here. And they're reaching out to him, but reaching through them because they're not really there. It's like they're AI or ghosts. Very nice cinematic choice here. So you're like, catch me. So basically playing hard to get almost. Just like treadmills stuck in the same place. Like we're moving, we're taking action, but we're not actually going anywhere. All the girls blind around here. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like symbolic of the guy not responding or pretending not to see, or if that's like the other girls not seeing that they're in this make-believe world, and that Jay is the only one who's kind of woken up to this. I think it's actually that one. Yeah. The more I think about that as I say it out loud, I lean towards that explanation, because Jay's the only one here that doesn't have a blindfold. Anything you want to say before it's too late? If I'm getting you wrong, hurry. So yeah, like if I'm getting it wrong, like if you actually do care before I give up on this, like let me know. And then she shoots the arrow or the crossbow bolt into the heart, turning in their love key with joy. Jay is the only one who's like showing reservation. Yeah, and she doesn't. Jay is the one who's woken up to this. I like that if you look close, you can tell that the scope here, the sniper scope that they're looking through, is actually a heart and not just a circle. Like that did she shoot herself, or is this a different girl here? No, she shot herself in the back with what presumably might be Cupid's arrow, but it's almost like she took the arrow for him, so he didn't get hit by the love bolt. She's like, I love you. Hugs, but nothing in return. Jay running away from it all. Yeah, see, she's carrying on what almost amounts to like a parasocial relationship. Like she's fallen for this person who can never or will never love her back. And many of us, I shouldn't say us, because I haven't actually fallen in love with anyone, but some of y'all might have this problem with the idols themselves, where you're genuinely in love with the idols and get possessive over them. You want them to confess for you, but obviously that's never going to happen. But even not just the idols, but other celebrities, you have these relationships in your head that aren't playing out. The song could also be about like that type of relationship. Jay's like, no. Wait, is Jay here? No. Jay is specifically not here. They are all like, I don't know, I hesitate to use the word worship, but they're all like longing for this imaginary person, crystalline structure to give them the response that they want. But then Jay's love key shatters it. Now Jay is like, we gotta go, guys. Get out of here. We're not being fooled by this. And now they're all woken up. They're all getting out of the lab. They've all found happiness by realizing that they don't have to be with... Aww. I didn't even notice that the first time. I saw her holding, but I didn't notice the single tear. So yeah, they've all escaped the lab, this AI generative process, and they've found happiness, but also a little bit of sadness on the outside where they realize that, you know, I don't need that, but it still hurts that it wasn't real. Stages of grief here. Jay's consoling her. They've escaped. Get them! I didn't want it to go to ads, so I had to figure out how much time was left there. Alright guys, that was StayC with GPT, and considering how cutesy this song actually is when you see them perform it, I had no idea what the song was about, so this was a great chance for me to actually see that this was another song with a much deeper meaning to it from them. They have a tendency to have these bubbly type of, or maybe not necessarily bubbly, but very light, very cutesy, very almost angelic type of songs that really actually have important messages. Like this one, the message, of course, being that, you know, stop wasting your time on people who don't love you back, and who, if you're taking the parasocial interpretation of this, who are never going to love you back, and who probably literally could not love you back because they don't know of your existence. Okay, some people need to know that. But also just being able to find some happiness with yourself, with your friends as they ran away together. Another song that they did that has a deeper meaning that comes to mind, of course, is Stereotype. So yeah, really nice work out here from StayC. Would love to see them continue growing, because I'm noticing they're getting a bit more popular, a little bit more popular, even though Metamorphic as an album was, I don't want to say it was a misstep, because it was a fantastic album, but in terms of sales, because people didn't necessarily vibe with Cheeky Icy Thing, which I actually really enjoyed, the sales were down. But as a whole, they're getting more opportunities. They're, you know, putting out great music consistently and getting more and more fans. So I hope that continues. Also, fun fact, when I was in Busan, I stumbled into Biff Square and found a Tanghulu shop. And they were doing a promotion with that shop where anytime you bought Tanghulu, you got a special edition photo card of the girls. Sadly, I never got Jay. I spent like, I don't know how many thousand won, but I bought like 9 Tanghulus and never got Jay. Or Seon. I got all the other girls though. Anyway, y'all didn't ask for that, but there you have it. But thanks for being here. Shout out to the Patreons. Appreciate you guys and all your support. If you're not familiar with the Patreon, the link is in the description below. There's content over there that I can't put here on YouTube for obvious reasons. But also patrons get access to guaranteed prioritized requests that get sent to the top of the queue every month. The link to that request queue is in the description below if you want to check where your request is or what else has been requested. And if you want to get to the top of that queue and get your request done anytime soon, but you don't want all the benefits of Patreon, then you can go through the PayPal link that's down there and sponsor a request that way. Thanks for being here. Thanks for checking this one out. I'll see you for the next one. Take care, everyone.